So, good afternoon, friends. I'm really happy. And students of RITE, it is a great pleasure to meet you all people. So, I'm here to motivate you people. See, the problem, what our entrepreneurship face it, I really agree with Sridhar sir. Whatever he said as an entrepreneur, I really do agree. In fact, I am also an entrepreneur since 36 years. But I have seen so much of failures in life. It is not that, and despite that, if I'm telling you should become an entrepreneur, it's because the situation that today the market is like that. There is no more job opportunities today, and unless and until you decide, you decide and realize that there is no opportunity, you will just it is like a shepherd moving in the crowd. We should not do that. We are not supposed to do that. So my intention is my way of telling you is you should instead of going for the competition, we should attract competition. See, we are here to create things. See, God has created us with some purpose. So it is something like this. I can give you a simple example. Now you go and book a five-star hotel in a five-star hotel in some city. They give you for 7 days. You book this thing for 7 days. You will get all the best facilities there in this five-star hotel. The same way, God has sent us to this world. You are just here. The God has sent you to this world wherein He has given you everything. He has given you nature. He has given you water. He has given you oxygen. He has given you everything. But we are not realizing that. No, because during pandemic, when we are just paying for the same oxygen, which is available freely all these years, we are paying in lakhs, and we are carrying that cylinder. See, this is what the problem is. We don't realize what the potential we have got. That is the problem. We should realize the potential. God has given us unlimited potential. But where the problem is, when we are in children mode, we had so much of inspiration. We thought everything is possible. But as we get into the school system, wherein the complete system, syllabus and all, it completely changes our attitude. It changes our mindset also. And there the problem starts. So what happens, say now the pandemic also, most of the students will be really in a pathetic condition because already people are there who have lost their jobs and they are also standing in the queue for the job. And these people are also freshers or entering. But what I would like to say you is, please understand this. Don't think about the competition. My intention is you attract the competition. For example, I'll give you one small exercise. If you people all exercise. See, I just want to prove to you the power you have got within you. That is the God's unlimited power we have got within you. For that, I just want you to all cooperate. Please sit comfortably on your seat. It's like just a 2 minutes exercise, 2 to 3 minutes exercise. Please sit directly. Close your eyes, be comfortable, don't be stiff, don't think about your old mistakes or your future, this thing, don't be in anxiety mode, be calm, realize yourself, be calm, sit on your seat and realize, feel the seat we are sitting there, be aware of the seat where you are sitting. Okay, first of all, before that, take a deep breath actually, take 2-3 deep breath, hold it, release. Take a deep breath, hold it, release. Take a deep breath, hold it, release. So my dear students, now what you do, you don't open your eyes, please. Till I say, please don't open your eyes. Now you be aware of the seat or wherever you are sitting, down or on the seat, you be aware of that. Be aware of that sitting position. Now, expand your awareness to the extent of the room you are sitting. Now, expand your awareness to the extent of the building where you are staying. Now, be aware of the extent of the area you are staying, whichever area you are staying, whichever city you are staying, that area, just expand your imagination. It is possible. It is possible. Just keep on expanding. Now, expand to the extent of the state you are staying, whichever state you are staying, please expand to that level. Don't analyze, just think, just expand. Imagine. Now, expand your awareness to the extent of India, to the borders of India. Now, expand your awareness to the extent of the whole earth. You are in the earth, the whole earth. You just expand your awareness. Now, expand your awareness to the extent of the universe. Beautiful. Now you are a star there. Now you are a twinkling star in the stars. You are already there in the star. You are already replicating there as a star in the skies. Imagine that. You are a star. The moment you are born, you are a star. All the thousands of sperms which is attacking a mother sperm is not, a mother earth is not getting matured, or it is not becoming a baby. Only one out of that, the whole thousands or lakhs of sperms, only one or two sperms only get matured, and that is you. You are that. Imagine that. You are a beautiful star. You are made to be a star. You are born to be a star. You are born to be in abundance. You are not born to be in scarcity. God is not stingy. God has created a beautiful universe, beautiful stars, everything, just for us. He has given the whole earth just for our well-being. Realize that. You see the beautiful star, how shining you are there. There's such a beautiful star there. Wonderful, twinkling star you are. Now, contract yourself and get back to the earth, please. Now, contract yourself and get back to the precincts of our India. Now, get back to the precincts of our state. Now, get back to the precincts of our home, area and home. Now, get back to the precincts of the seat we are sitting. Please take a deep breath again. 3 times to take. Now rub your hands. Rub your hands, please. Rub your hands. And you create a fire for that, and then keep it on your eyes. Feel the warmth of that. Beautiful feeling. So friends, that is we. We are not realizing that. We have forgotten our capacity, our potential God has given us. We are only chasing the competition. In spite of that, we should attack the competition. We are all unique as a thumb impression. We are born with a unique identity. And you are not, this identity of Raja Chokkalingam is identified, and it is only one in the whole world. This thumb impression, nobody has born before me, and nobody is going to be born after me. That is the permutation of combination God creates. We are not understanding that. We are thinking that somebody Suresh is doing entrepreneur, I will become an entrepreneur. Somebody is becoming an engineer, I will become an engineer. Whether are you passionate? Are you creating something? You are in this world to create something in this world, not to copy somebody. What we are doing, we are copying somebody. We are only following somebody. That is the problem. Because of that, we are always lagging behind, and because of that, we are not successful in life. So this is what I want to see. So this is actually this thing. So I just present my entire screen.
Sir, you go to the present now to your PPT, like you did in the beginning.
Yeah, I did it. Share is again. Stop sharing. It's not coming. It's coming.
No, go to your PPT, sir, and click
PPT.
share.
Okay, PPT.
First, stop sharing.
Yeah, it is there. No, it is now come.
Yes.
Are you seeing that?
Put it into presentation mode, sir.
Yeah. Now you're seeing
Yes.
that?
Yes, yes.
So, dear friends, so first and foremost, you please bring to that mindset that you are capable. Now, if you feel that, yes, I am capable, God has created me for some purpose, then you will have the passion to work. And once you start passionate about work, because when you are passionate, only you do some work. What we are doing, we are going into a job which we are not interested, because we have studied something, we get into the job, and we are not passionate about that. Because we are not passionate about, we just only for the EMI commitments and all, just for livelihood we live. And when we are living for livelihood, we are only not able to meet the ends, and we are in a scarcity mindset. Don't be in scarcity mindset. Always be in abundance mindset. God has created everything in abundance. We are not understanding that. So my 7 secrets of this thing is, first and foremost, as you saw, you should understand why you are born here. What is that? Why is it that I am born in this life? What is life? What is the purpose of life? What is that? I have got unique purpose in this life. I am not born like anybody else. My purpose is unique. I should identify that. Then only I will be successful. Otherwise, I will be in 1 in 1,000, 1 in lakhs, and 85% of the people are not successful because they are not going towards their passion. They are not creating anything. You are a creator. You have to be a creator. Then only you will be successful. Unless and until you don't understand your passion, until you don't understand your unique intuition, you will never be successful in life. Please take it from me. You have got a unique identity. You should understand your self-esteem. Mr. Sridhar also talked about the self-esteem. You should have your own self-esteem. That is most important. Self-belief. Believe in yourself. Yes, I can do. Because your chatter mind, no, this mind is a monkey mind, which always keeps on telling you, you are not enough, you cannot do this, you are not enough. Because we don't believe in ourselves. We want appreciation from others. Only when somebody tells Raja is beautiful, great, then Raja gets happy. If somebody says Raja is not great, then I'll become depressed. Why are you expecting people to appreciate you or depress you? You are unique. You are identified. You should be a role model to the other people. You should not be somebody in the crowd where you are not able to identify yourself. Or because you are not identifying yourself, you are not making yourself a better life also. Then what normally we ask it, what is in it for me? Why should I do this? Yes, you are born with an identity. We are all born with a unique identity. Realize that one first. Your identity is your thumb impression. I told you, your thumb impression is your identity. Understand that one first. Your connection is to the higher self. We are connected. Paramatma, Atma, they say. Paramatma is the higher self. Atma is myself. So we are connected. We are connected by subconscious mind. Subconscious mind works 95%. 5% is only what we do our regular duties only as per the 5% of conscious mind, but 95% of our mind is controlled by subconscious mind, which you have to practice. It is a practice which you have to do. Like you want to go and you don't know car driving. You go and learn. You get yourself endorsed into a school, driving school. There you go and learn. The teacher who is there, who is teaching you, you'll say, this is steering, this is the first gear, this is second gear. Now you have to press the gear. Now you have to press the brake. Now you have to press the accelerator. He'll keep on telling you. So for 1 or 2 months, you learn that one, get the license. After that, you are not a perfect driver also. After that, you start practicing. When you go alone with the driver, on the driving mode, then you will understand. Then for the first 5 or 6 months, you'll have that problem. This is first gear, this is second gear, this is third gear. And every time, now I should press the accelerator, now I should press the gear, brake. Now I have, so you are so conscious about it. But after 1 year, when you become an expert driver, you don't want anybody. Somebody will be sitting behind you, you will be talking to him, and you will be driving. It is automatic, it is in autopilot mode. Why is it happening? Because it is already programmed. Our mind has to be programmed. For whatever you want in life, you have to program your life. Otherwise, because we are not programming, we are not doing that actually. We are only expecting others. We are expecting somebody to be our boss. Somebody, you please tell me which animal kingdom in which animal is depending upon a boss to feed it. You tell me, please. No animal depends. Once it is born, once a giraffe is born, I will tell a small story about giraffe also. Giraffe, once the child of the giraffe is born, once it falls on the earth, that mother goes and kicks it first. It goes and falls at a different level. It doesn't even know that it is for born, but it is getting a kick immediately. Then again, second kick it will give. Again, then the child giraffe will understand why somebody is kicking me, something is wrong, I should get up. Because that instinct is already started working. Now again, third time it also goes and hit, so that it goes and falls at a different level. Then it stands up. The reason is they are in forest. Giraffes are in forest. They have got predators. They have got tiger, lion, everything. Anytime the child giraffe can be attacked, and the mother wants to safeguard that. So that instinct is there in us. That intuition is there in us. Animals follow that. We are not following it. Because of that, we are lagging behind. Your passion is your intuitive power. That's what I told you. If you are the passion, your intuitive purpose also comes directly. You are born to win. You are born to win. When is my time of action? What is that? When is that my time of action? When should I take time of action? The moment you are born, I told you, the moment you are born in this earth, the moment starts. It is not that, yes, initially, because our parents took care of us for 20-25 years. They got you into their curriculum, they got you into school, colleges, and all those things, spent off money. But beyond that, your certification is not sufficient. Certification is only entry point. It gives you the priority to go and apply for a job in a different company. That's all. Beyond that, you should have your own capacity to convince the HR manager, whoever is interviewing you. He should have that capacity to convince him. You should have a communication skill. You should have soft skills. You should have nowadays day attitude. You should have all those things. Only that will show to the HR manager, whoever it is. Then he will take your job. If you are submissive, you are not able to prove yourself that, then whatever MBA or whatever degrees you have got, even a PhD you have got, your doctorate also, you cannot get a job. So that you understand. So you should believe in yourself. All these things happen when you start believing in yourself. Time is precious, and your action on daily basis. Time is very precious. We can lose money and we can gain money, but time, once lost, is lost forever. Time is most important. Every day, 4 hours, we have to sacrifice ourselves for our self-development. Then only we will be developed. Otherwise, we will be lagging behind. You please don't waste your time on all this social media, other things. If it is educational type, yes, you do it. Otherwise, don't waste your time unnecessarily, because just by appreciating somebody else, you are not going to become anything. You can appreciate Shah Rukh Khan, you can appreciate Rajinikanth, you can appreciate Obama. But that is not, thousands of people, lakhs of people are already appreciating them. Your appreciation doesn't matter there. But when is the day that you are being appreciated? That is important, because you have got that capacity. You are not realizing that capacity. Every day is a good day if you act on that. Every day is a good day. Today is bad day. Today I will not do, because pandemic has come, government has given me 15 days less. Let me take rest. No. Don't see, your external factors will never favor you. You will never be favorable. If you ask everything, you want everything to be perfect, and then you will become an entrepreneur or a businessman or whatever it is, the times will never come. And the fag end of the year of your age, you will be regretting that I have not done anything. That will not only happen. So use every day in a good, better way, best way. Time and tide wait for none, and time is your invaluable asset. Time and tide wait for none. So that is most important. So use the time. Who is responsible in my life? You are the creator of destiny. You are to create. See, I will tell you a simple example. I got a laptop. The laptop or the systems, when it came, that computers, when it came in the initial stages, they never had a software. Okay, they used to have only the coding system, wherein only few people were able to operate the laptop or something like that, and it became. But what did our Bill Gates did? He found the pain point of the customer, and the pain point of the customer is it is not user friendly. I cannot buy out all the codes and Java and all those things, and then I cannot operate. Everybody doesn't want to operate that way. So they made it user friendly. So what he did, he created Windows 95. Today, what is there? Today, without Windows, no laptop comes out. That is the power of our creativity. You have to create yourself. You are an architect of your life. You should decide that one. You should believe, and you should become an architect of your life. You have all the powers to win. You are born with the powers. Only thing, we have made it stagnant. We have made it stagnant means we are given a cot and a pillow, and we are going to sleep permanently. We are not, because we are in the comfort zone. We don't want to take action. We are fear. Fear is crippling. Why you should be fear? Fear is, because it is already there in the gene. Actually, from the forefathers, it has come in the gene. Because the olden days, they were all living in the forest. They never had so much of security and all those things. So that gene they were always fear of that death. So some animal may come and attack me. Something may happen. So they always had the fear. That fear is because our brain gene is not yet updated. It is like Windows 95. It is not Windows 10 today. It is outdated. We are not updating. We are not updating because we are in the comfort zone. Because of that, we are in the comfort zone. We are not coming out of the comfort zone, and because of that, we are becoming failures, and we are becoming mockery in the society. Particularly the middle class people. I am telling you, middle class people. If you want to go to the higher level of existence, you should take action. You should come out of the comfort zone and prove yourself. It is possible, provided you believe in yourself. You have unlimited potential to achieve anything in life. Your responsibility is your self-worth. Your responsibility. Whatever the responsibility you got is your self-worth that you believe. Your consciousness keeps you updates. Your consciousness keeps you. Where should I uphold myself? Be authentic. Whatever you are, be authentic in whatever you do. Your body, mind, and soul should be in congruent. See, what you think, what you speak, what you feel, they should be in congruent to each other. Then only you can converse with the universe and ask whatever you want. Because it can only understand that language. But what we do now as human beings, we think about something, we speak something to other people, and we feel something. We have been programmed that way. Because of that, not only we are becoming useless in this life, we are also giving the same signal to the universe, and universe, it is not understanding your language, and because it is not understanding your language, you're not getting anything, and ultimately you start blaming things. Put the seed of your potential in your brain. Put the seed. See, whatever seed you put in the earth, it will grow. It doesn't differentiate between a wheat or a rice or a parthenium or a corn. It doesn't differentiate. It gives everything in abundance. So whatever you think, whatever you everything is there in our thinking process. You should think only good things, whether it is for yourself or for others. Because what you do here is a reflection of your life. Here you are wrong, you will always remain wrong. Here you are 100% right. I told you, three things: body, mind, and soul. If all the three things are congruent, nobody can even stop you, and God cannot come and stop you. But because we are not there in that level, we are not able to communicate with the universe or to the God, and we are not doing that also. That is a problem. What you sow is what you reap. But steadfast focus leads to your success. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal, they say. Success is progressive realization. You should have a goal. You should focus on that goal. Then you go to the goal. Then if you are planning, as I said, created 1 week before, but it is still there. It is not changed. I made some changes and all. It's still there. But are you thinking the same thing 1 week before? Yesterday we thought. If you are thinking something, only something will end up. Nothing will end up. You should understand that. So your thinking process should be incongruent and it should be focused. Then only you can you will achieve something in life. How should I program myself? So this is another one. Morning rituals to keep body. See, 20 minutes of meditation, 20 minutes of exercise, and 20 minutes of reading. This you have to do every day. That is for your self-development. If you are disciplined in that, automatically everything starts happening. If you are not disciplined yourself, you get up at 10 o'clock in the morning, you go to sleep at 2 o'clock in the night. You see all the Netflix and all. You are wasting time. Why are you wasting time? Time is precious. And immediately after college, if you are wasting time, see, in the younger days only you will have maximum energy. As you get older, you will not have energy. Then if you want to work also, you cannot work. So it's always better take risk in the initial stages immediately after you get out of the campus. Believe you can. Visualization, vision board. This is another thing. Visualization. You should visualize what you want. Visualization is what? Whatever you want, you should think that I already got it. You want a Mercedes Benz. In another 1 year, you visualize that you already got a Mercedes Benz. What happens is once you start visualizing that, you start going towards that. Then you will get the path clear. Whatever the confusions you have got, the universe will start giving you some paths You go this way. Today you do this one. Today you do this one. It will give you the roadmap. When you go on that roadmap, your goal is definitely there. But we are not all starting. No, we are only sitting. That is the problem. And also vision board, you can write it down also. That you can go into the Google and see the visualization vision board. I don't have time. I can't explain. Write down your goals and ambitions every day. Be most productive and keep away distracting news. I am a creator of me. You are the creator. I told you, you are already created. You are already a star. I proved it also. Most of us would have understood that. You are already a star. You are a twinkling star. Why don't you understand that? Awake, arise, and stop not till the goal is reached. That is what Swami Vivekananda said. He died at a very young, early age, but even today we remember him. So how many years we live is not important. What we achieved in life is even more important than the number of lives. Because some people live for 80 years and they are burdened for themselves. So that is not really important. Every day we should work, and my willpower is my strength. No pain, go again. When there is no pain, there is no gain. No focus, no goals. If you don't have focus in life, you will have no goals. And be a lifelong learner. This is most important. What we normally do, once out of the campus, we think that we know everything. Nothing you know. In Tamil, they say, Kattradu kai mannalavu, kallanadu ulagalavu. That means what you know is equal to a handful of sand. What you don't know is the sand in the entire universe. You can't even imagine. That is the knowledge we have got. Let us be humble. Let us not think that we know because we have completed something. You have to keep updating your knowledge. Because once you get to the saturation point, when the day you think that I know everything, that day your downfall starts. Please understand that. So my first secret is, I think I'm on the right. You are not born to survive. You are born to thrive. You are born to thrive. We are only in the survival mode. EMI to EMI, month to month. Why are you doing that? You are not born for that. But here, the mind, you have fixed it. If I get 1 lakh, it is sufficient. If I get 5 lakhs, it is sufficient. Billionaires think in billions. That's why. That is the mindset. That is what you have to think that way. Then only you can achieve that one. But otherwise, this glass ceiling is there. You fix it up, and you are contented. See, when you get more money, you can also give for good things. Like Azim Premji, he gives 60% of the money for philanthropy. You may think, Azim Premji has earned so much. No, because he had that intention to give, God has given him that intention to earn also. When you got the intention to give, you'll get. But when you say, I want, means you will not get anything. That is a problem. You also have to give something to, and God has given that. What's that? Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, philanthropy is not your obligation, man. It is a duty. You have to give. Even the Muslims also, they give. You might have seen every community give. The more you give, the more you get. It is like draining water from the well. The more you drain water, the water will be coming. But you don't want to drain the water. No, you just want to leave it. It will become stagnant. That's what the stagnant mentality we have got. That is the problem. Avoid procrastination. I'll do it today, tomorrow. I'll do day after tomorrow. I'll do there. By procrastination, your time is lost, and after 1 year, you will have wherever you started, you will be in. After 1 year, also will be there's the same status. Your New Year resolutions we do every year. 1 week we do, 10 days we do. One after second month, we are completely forgotten. You should be disciplined in life if you want to success. Success is not so easy. But it is difficult. But at the same time, if you go to that, if you want it, if you got that fire in the belly, that is, I want to do it, then you will get it. Just like that, it's an uncomfortable zone. Success is uncomfortable zone also. Once after your train also, it will be uncomfortable. But you should know how to maintain that uncomfortable zone also. That is most important. Never give up. Never give up anything in life. Learn to always be ahead in your knowledge. Always keep updating your knowledge. Keep upskilling your knowledge. Never say that I know everything. Keep updating your knowledge. Tough times never last, but tough people do. This is the first. Second secret, you will not achieve. These are all in coordination. So it might be different, but it's all in coordination to each other. You will not achieve your fullest potential by working for somebody. You will not, because you are working for a salary. You are working for you are giving your time for somebody's this thing. You will 100% and you only give you 10% or 15%. And you have to manage with the 10 or 15% only. Why should you? You got the capacity to go 100%. Provided you stand on your own legs. You should believe I can stand on your own legs, then you will succeed. If you don't believe in that, if you don't have self-belief, you don't have self-discipline, then you will always be at the mercy of somebody, and at the mercy of somebody, we are losing everything. Our health is lost, everything is lost. And what is the ultimatum? You lose your health, peace, and fear of unknown. Your creativity is strength. Whatever your creativity. Apple today is you get Chinese mobile phones worth 20,000, 30,000. Even today, Apple is 1.5 lakhs. Why? People are still buying, because they have created a brand. He has created something unique. You have to create something unique, and that is unique is already there in it. You should understand that, and when you understand that, only you will get it. If you don't believe in yourself, you will not go to that level. Your self-satisfaction is passionate living. Be self-satisfied and have a passionate living. Your complete focus to achieve highest position in life. You should completely focus on what you want to achieve, the highest position in life. Entrepreneurs are not born, they are believers in achievement. Yes, they are believers in achievement. They are not born. We have got a myth that our entrepreneurs means they should be born. No, there is no exclusives here. Everybody is inclusive. But how much we go to that level to be inclusive is in our hands. It is in our thumb impression. If you believe in our thumb impression, we can achieve it. Otherwise, we will not achieve it. Leadership is a learnable skill to acquire. Leadership, again, it's again a leader. It's a learnable skill. It is not that only few people are leaders. No, nobody is born. When you're born in the hospital, when the sister comes and gives shows the baby to the mother, to the parents, they'll not say, oh, a doctor is born in your family, a lawyer is born in your family, or engineer is born in your family. No, everybody is born in the same hospital in the same way. How we make ourselves better, best, is in our capacity. How we acquire that knowledge, how we go beyond our limits, and you have to go beyond our limits. And that is the problem. You are born leader, believe in it. You are a born leader. I told you, the moment you are born, thousands of sperms attack the mother's egg. It's only one sperm or two sperms only mature, and you are born. You are already that moment when that egg was matured. That moment you are there, and you are already a winner, but you are not accepting it. All the thousands of imagine all the thousands of sperms will become what will be the position of our India? Already the population. There is no competition at the top. There is no competition at the top. Okay, when you go to the top, you don't have much competition. Whatever the competition you're seeing here, you will not see that much there. You can contribute to excess, like Azim Premji or anybody for that matter. But most of the philanthropists, they do because the more they give, the more they get. You should have that attitude that to give back to the humanity. 10% at least if you start giving, you please see that you give, start giving, and you will see, you will get the opportunities knocking at your door. But if you are stingy, whatever you have got, you want to put it in your bank and you want to be safe, the universe will not give you. Because you are restricting, it will also start restricting. Fourth secret, your self-discipline is your strength. Whatever self-discipline you got, that is your strength. That you imagine that. Have ethical values to be successful. You have to be ethical. As a businessman or entrepreneurship, you know how many entrepreneurs have duped the company, banks, and they are running from country to country to avoid imprisonment. Don't do that, because the more ethical you are, the more better you are, you will be a better person, and you will not only progress, you will also be successful. But if you want to delude somebody and then become successful, your downfall will be so much, and you might have seen people who have done all the wrong things. It is not sustainable. It will not be sustainable. Understand that. Empathy is the strength of an entrepreneur. Empathy, you should have empathy. Our Sridhar sir also told about that. Empathy is important. You should have consideration to your employees, whatever it is, and be this thing. Every problem comes with a solution. Be aware. Every problem, this pandemic also, see, every natural disasters has come. You cannot stop that one. We cannot stop a pandemic from happening, earthquake from happening, or a tsunami from happening. No, we cannot stop anything. But we have got only one control. That is control myself. I can control myself. I cannot control my external factors. So you try to be aware of that and improve yourself on a daily basis. That is most important. Always be proactive, never be reactive. Never be like our government always is reactive only. Don't be reactive. Always be proactive. Whatever happens, you should planning, because we got the thinking power. God has given that. We don't think. Only after we flow like a river, and whenever there is a roadblock or something comes, then we stand there and we think, "Arare, why did I reach here?" You reach there by default, and you are thinking that's what happens to most of our family, most of the people. You should be, because the thinking power is there to analyze things in advance and take action. Fifth secret: what you sow is what you reap. Always be optimistic in your thoughts and emotions. Always think about good things only. Because bad things, if you are thinking bad things to somebody else also, that will reflect back to you only. You think that bad things will happen to other person. No, you are thinking a bad thing to other person, and you are reflecting that. You are a mirror of the universe. You are only a mirror of the universe. So whatever you think and whatever you reflect, it will come back to you only. It will not affect the other person at all. It is our myth that we are doing it. Every day nurture the seed of thought with value of abundance. Every day nurture the seed. Like a seed, after you put it, you put the seed, you nurture it, you putting water and take care of that. Like that, whatever, even if you become an entrepreneur, it is your child. You should look after how you look after a child. You should look at that as a child. Then your business, whatever your entrepreneur, whatever entrepreneurship you enter, it will be successful. But if you are not committed to that, you neglect your child, what will happen? It will fall sick and something will happen to the child. So your business also, you should treat it as a child, your own child. Your mindset fixes your paradigm status. Your mindset, whatever, this is the paradigm you fix. No, this is 1 lakh, 10 lakhs, 5 lakhs, whatever you fix, you will be staying in the same status. Never fix that. You go beyond that one. It is possible, provided you believe in yourself. Think of out of the box. Always think out of the box. Sixth secret is entrepreneurship is the need of the hour. Because now the new normal has come, think that entrepreneurship is the need of the hour. Because new normal is created for entrepreneurship. That you believe. And because future there is not going to be any jobs. The jobs are already getting scarce. And we've got a lot of competition. There is more supply than the demand. So I'm not threatening you. See, for 1 or 2 years, you please go and work for somebody. It's only for some experience sake. There you work as an entrepreneur. There you learn the techniques of the entrepreneurship. How to manage people, how to manage sales, how to manage marketing, how to manage the other people, how to manage politics, how to manage things, how to manage cash. All these things you will get when you're working in a company. So for 2 years, like Marwadis, they don't put their own children into their family. They send them to some other their relations or some friend circle. He has to do from the scratch, from this sweeping this floor to the top level. He has to do everything, and in 2 or 3 years he'll be prepared. Then he'll be meant to sit in the company. They will be maintaining in crores. So you have to work for 1 or 2 years just for experience sake, not as a permanent employee for the whole lifetime. That is the problem. What happens? 2 years you work, another person gives you 10%, 15%, you hide there. Another person gives you another 20%. Then you are again the same, that limited scarcity mentality. Don't do that. Artificial intelligence, 2030, billions of jobs. Already, now IVRs are working. You don't have your chatbot. Even banks also and chatbot, they don't even employ people now. And chatbot, all the questions are there. Whichever question you ask, it will answer automatically. So call centers are also most of the jobs are getting lost. Most of the companies in our automated, automated car, every 30 seconds one car is coming, means it's all robotic. They are not using much of people, only very minimum people, everything. Because in 30 minutes, human resource cannot create a car. That is a problem. So by 2013, when artificial intelligence comes into picture, most of the jobs will be lost. If you don't plan now, another 2-3 years, it may be a tough time for you. If you don't plan now, by 2030, you will be dead and you will be in a even more severe pandemic situation, and it will be very difficult for you to maintain the families also. Be prepared for the tsunami of job loss and act now. Be a creator of employment, not a seeker of employment. Or be a creator, not a seeker of employment. That is not important. Seventh secret. See, this is the very most important. Health and fitness, social and recreation, money and finances, business and career, contribution, spirituality, family and relationships, personal growth. Only when all these things are congruent to each other, you will have happiness in life. We all crave for happiness, purpose of life, and we also want fulfillment in life. These are the 3 things everybody wants, whether it is a rich man, poor man, whoever it is. These are the 3 things we want. So if only when everything is congruent to each other, you will have happiness in life. So you should give equal importance to all these things. you give only importance to only money and finances, you know what happens. When you give only family and relationships, your money will be a problem. So like you should give equal importance to each one, then you will be a successful entrepreneur. Your birth is God's creation. Your birth is God's creation. Your creativity is gift to God. Whatever we create, like Apple, Steve Jobs is no more. But what he has created is it is a brand. He has created a brand. That is important. Be the visionary with zeal. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that is changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risk. Mark Zuckerberg, what is he? He is the founder of Facebook. You know, he has created that. Today they are billionaires. They create. You have to create something. Don't be a copycat. As long as you're copycat, you're copying somebody else without passion, you will only remain in the mediocre level and the middle class level. You will not go to the higher level. And you please see that. And this I'm telling out of my 36 years of experience as a businessman. Okay, I want to help you people. There is no personal interest in this. It's only to motivate people, because I want. Because otherwise, this middle class will become even. Already, we have most of the middle class, higher middle class becoming a bigger, lower middle class. Lower middle class is becoming poor class. During this pandemic, this will continue if we are not taking any action. And these are the details of this. So even as Mr. Sridhar told, even I want to motivate people, almost 1 lakh million people, to come out of that comfort zone and be productive to not only to yourself, not only to themselves, but also to the society at large. And it is possible. It is possible, provided you believe in yourself. So you can communicate with me, and asksairaja.com is my website. Please take a screenshot of this also if you want, and you can send my emails to this thing, lifecoach@sairaja.com. I will be really amazed to help you out. Thanks a lot. Thank you.